Ladies and gentlemen, the opening bout on this evening's card, 3 by 2 minute rounds in the amateur welterweight division. Introducing to you first and fighting out of the blue corner with the blue trunks, standing 1.76 meters tall and weighing in at 66.75 kilograms with a record of a single win and a single loss. He fights out of Brothers Combat Institute in George. Introducing Jordan Eveleigh. And his opponent will be wearing the red trunks and working out of the red corner tonight, weighing in at 62.9 kilograms with a record of 2 wins and a single loss. He fights out of Pride Fighting Academy in Cape Town, presenting Tiaan van Aas.
Welcome aboard.
Oh, it is good to be back. Cape Town is the place to be. The Grand West Casino and Entertainment World is where we are coming at you live. My co-commentator, Carl Bergman, thank you for joining me again in the box. He is my Muay Thai Sherpa. He is going to be teaching me a thing or two about what I'm about to talk to you about. So don't expect to come with any kind of technical news from myself. That's all Carl's job. Carl, wonderful to be here.
Yeah, thanks, Devin. It's always good to be here. Great to have the guys fighting out here, and it's also cool that we get to have some amateur fights on the card tonight. Starting out with 3 amateur fights. These guys, junior amateurs. As you can see, the amateurs, then they have the elbow pads and the shin guards, just for a little bit of extra protection. Obviously, as they grow through the sport, they'll drop those.
And if you're just tuning in, you're seeing the 2 fighters in the ring right now, working out of the blue corner from BCI and George. Hey, BCI and George, how all of you doing? I know there's a whole bunch of you at the gym having a bit of a braai and a chias for your fighters that are going to be here tonight. There's 3 of you. And we're opening up here with Jordan Eveleigh, making his first Thaiholics Fight Promotions appearance. He's up against Tiaan van Aas from Cape Town, who fights out of Pride Fighting Academy. 2 big supported gyms, of course, in the Garden Route and here in Cape Town with Pride Fighting Academy. Tiaan van Aas is busy going through the final motions of his Y crew. And in amateur rules, you'll notice, of course, the protection that's going to be used. The gentlemen have walked into the ring wearing the protective shin guards, but I believe crash helmets are in order as well.
Yeah, just a little bit of extra protection for these guys. I think for both of them making their debuts as well, so this is like a big step up for them, actually getting in front of a crowd for the first time. Yeah, it's going to be great to see what they can pull off.
Well, I don't know about the crash helmets. I can't see them at ringside. Maybe the 2 fighters came to an agreement that they're going to dispense with them. I mean, it is their choice if they both agree that they're not going to do it. But there we go. I can see them now.
Yeah, just while they got their moncols on, they'll go through the motions, and then eventually we anticipate that they'll be putting the head guards on as well.
You know, experience-wise, Tiaan van Aas, he's a full-time gym rat. You know, the guy is in there every single day. MMA is his main game. He's had a boxing match at the end of last year and a charity fight night that PFA held. And now he's here at TFP, throwing it down in the rules of Muay Thai. We're going to see what he's all about. Stand-up. boxing, that fight, I was there, I announced that it lasted all of 25 seconds. I hadn't even made it back to my commentary position by the time the guy that he was fighting was unfortunately flattened with a big right hand. So, hey, Tiaan can crack, but, you know, Muay Thai, it's all different. The foot placement's all different. You're on your toes a lot more. You can't really sit and bury those punches like a boxer can. So we're going to see tonight how he's going to make that transition into being lighter on his feet and then, of course, throwing those kicks.
Yeah, sure. And I mean, the fact that he has some experience obviously going to count in his favor, but we'll have to see what his opponent Jordan brings to the ring as well. He looks quite lanky. He might be using teeps and using his range to try and keep Tiaan away.
The referee in charge of the action is Nicholas Radley. He gets us underway. Round 1 and away we go. The opening bout at TFP 5, level up.
You can see the game plan from the beginning. They're really busy sticking out those teeps, just keeping the distance. Obviously a useful tool. And importantly, you must remember to keep his hands up.
Tiaan van As, very open for the counter. You know, he's not really holding much of a defensive position. He's just marauding forward and throwing punches, and he gets the first knockdown via a left hook to the temple.
Well, as he said, he's going to come forward with his boxing. He's going to use that to his advantage now. And what we're seeing from Jordan is that his hands are dropping very low, so he's busy, you know, taking those shots. Nick Radley keeping everything under control, making sure the fighters are safe in there.
The heavy weather approach working out for Tiaan van As here in round number 1. Catch and sweep.
Oh, great sweep. Of course, they just remember, you know, this amateur fight, they're just starting out. Got to make sure that they don't gas themselves too early, coming forward with a lot of pressure. But so far, you know, the job's working for him. Nice catch, looks for another sweep and gets it.
Of course, it's a 3-2 minute round, but that doesn't mean that it's a quick action, you know. Throwing the volume that Tiaan van As is, we're going to see exactly how fit he really is.
Another standing 8 count coming. Big shot to the back of the head as he spun and turned around.
Radley ordering Tiaan van As into a neutral corner while he counts Jordan Eveleigh for the 3rd time in this fight. 30 seconds remaining in the round, the opening round of TFP 5.
So this is actually the 2nd count. If he does get a 3rd one in the same round, 3 knockdowns, and that'll be the end of the fight. Got 20 seconds to do it.
Big right hand thrown by Tiaan van As.
Another big left connect as well.
He's not holding much fear for his opponent. You can see he's being very confident. What a
nice
spinning kick to the stomach.
Yeah, sure. And as we said in the beginning, Jordan needs to make sure that he keeps composed, keeps the hands up. Also like to see the guys looking for elbows when the opponents are putting pressure on them. Maybe we'll see that. We'll see what their corners have to say about that round.
1 minute in between each round. That's going to be enjoyed in amateur. And then as we work our way up to the pros, 5x5, 3-minute rounds, and it's going to be 2 minutes in between each round.
Yeah. So there's only 2 pro fights on the card tonight. One of them being competed between Anthony Mailer and Thabo Chalk from Mamelodi Warriors. Ant hasn't been in the ring for a while, so it's going to be interesting to see him getting back in there. And some of the other guys on the card tonight as well. Got some familiar names, you know, some guys that have been on the circuit for a while, but maybe haven't competed in the last few years. Names such as Naran Nordin, who's stepping in from Iron Tiger to face Kristen Clark. And then we also have Wade Hammond from Madfit, who'll be taking on Luan Fenter, also from BCI in George.
Wade Wheatbix Hammond, haven't had that name around the fighting scene for a while.
For sure.
Back from the old CFL days, he was an absolute standout star. He gave everything, he gave his lumps, he took his lumps. And here he is going to be performing later tonight under the rules of Muay Thai.
And I know he hasn't had a Muay Thai fight in quite a while. Fought mostly K1, done some boxing as well. See some heavy breathing here. The guys have expended themselves in that first round. Looks like some composure here. And I'd like to see Jordan, you know, using that teep like he did when he started out that first round. He's allowing his opponent to come in, and with big, heavy shots, you know, you don't want to be taking those shots, especially when your defense isn't up.
There's really nothing compact about Tiaan van As at all. He is swinging for the fences.
He's busy bowling, he's head hunting, and he's finding the target, so that's important, you know?
Yeah, because if you're going to drop your left hand as badly as is, you better find the target.
You can see Jordan trying to work a few elbows there, but he really needs to secure the clinch. Nick stepping in, calling the fight. Don't want to see the guys taking so much damage. I'm sure, like, you know, a lot of heart. They want to go on and they want to fight, but it's up to the referee to make sure the guy stays safe. Tiaan van As walks away with his first win. Yeah, TFP 5 level up. we have another 2 amateur bouts on the card. And then we'll kick into the Pro-Am section of our card, where we'll have 6 fights and then 2 pro fights to end the night off. Tiaan Fanas raises his hands. Jordan goes over to the corner. Great work from these 2 juniors. And I'm sure this ring experience will be great for them, working their way forward in their amateur careers.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout is going to be receiving a wonderful hamper from one of our sponsors here tonight, Endurate. Thank you for being very much in the house with us and giving these fighters something to look forward to for winning these battles. As we don't need to go to the judges' scorecards because the fight ended at 43 seconds of round number 2, declaring your winner by way of technical knockout and fighting out of Pride Fighting Academy, Tiaan Fanas.